Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I've got an Aristone tabletop radiogram, I guess you would call it, and circa, well, think 1946 to 48. The owner has searched, high and low, can't find anything on it. I've done some scratching around as well, and hey, I can't find a damn thing either. So, we're sort of blind on this one. To my knowledge of Aristone is that they didn't produce chassis, although there's a write-up on the Radio Museum that says back in the late 30s they had a factory. But in the Australian Official Radio Service Manual, there's no Aristone schematics available. So just going to have to run with it as it is. So I've just lifted up the top and I'll show you that. So as you can see, purely 78 only. Anyway, I hope it works. That's a bit stiff, but mate, no doubt it's just solidified grease on the motor spindle thing. And what have we got? So I'm assuming volume there. What's that? Switch, that'd be radio gramophone. Tone maybe, and that's got to be tuning, and that's going to need a wrist ring. So let's see if we can see what's in the back. And big chassis, but what have we got? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 valve. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 valve, yeah. EL33 is the output. Not sure what the rectifier is. It's a metal tube, hopefully some markings on it. And I'm going to get this thing out and disconnect it from the turntable, and we'll see what we've got to deal with. Okay, I finally got that thing out. The nuts on the mounting bolts were rusted on, so that took about 20 minutes to loosen them up and get them off. Anyway, obviously we've got a bit of speaker damage, and that should come up okay. And yeah, the string's broken for sure. Yep. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna have to be creative on restringing this one. Oh well, we'll do our best. And I did notice, what's that? I reckon 6A8, and I think, oh yeah, EBF 32, cool. EL33 as I saw there, and what's this? Metal case rectifier. I hope there's some writing, oh yeah, 5Z4, cool. Hope that works. But I think, by memory, if I'm not mistaken, same pin out as a 5Y3. I'll check the specs on it. But other than that, surface rust, oh yeah, that's going to come off. Yeah. So, something for the owner to do. And there's some markings on the case. Oh shit, danger. Okay. Serial number on it, yeah. The well, I forget what you call that. Oh yeah, the Arts and P, and that serial number apparently tells you what year it's made and all that sort of stuff. Still can't read them, but anyway, let's have a look underneath. Oh yeah, that looks good. Nice and clean, untouched, all original. Way I like them. Way we all like them, I think. So what have we got? Main caps there. I reckon that's cathode bypass, if I'm right. Yeah, 40 volts. Cathode bypass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 waxies and handful of resistors. Okay. Let's test the speaker, even though it's got a rip in it. Let me see. Oh boy. Okay, I see it. You can go to there, and you've got to go to the plate, which will be here. I'm pretty sure. Let's find out. Yep, that works well. Cool. Alright. Let's see if we're getting any power. So, 5Z4, 503, pins 4 and 6 will be high voltage. Alright, turn the variac on, pardon my arm. Here we go, bit of a squirt. Yep, 200 volts already, cool. And 5 volts for the rectifier. Hopefully that's working. Yeah. Close enough, I think. And there's 6.3 volts. And I'm assuming that's going to work. And I'm not going to worry too much about that. Oh, hold on. It's easy enough. And we just earth the other one. And if I give it some power, it should set some voltage. Yep, cool. That's all done. So far so good. Oh, look, a date. Cool. And I was told, probably 46 to 48, the chassis was made on the 20th of May 1948. So, yeah, good guess by the owner. Cool. Alright, choke. Now that should be... Pardon me. I'll cut all these crappy little bits out, but where's the black wire there? Where's the other wire? I'd have to be going there. It's probably on the positives of both. Caps. So there and there, and let's turn that on and see what we get. Here we go. 9 meg, 10 meg, 11, and just going up and up and up and up. That's not good. No. Alright, hold on. Go straight to the choke itself. I can see the terminals with the wires soldered on. Come on, work. No, now I've got nothing. Back to the positives, the caps. No, out of limits. Okay. I think the choke's had it. So that's not much. Oh God, I haven't got another one, I don't think. Anyway, what do we do? I know. Let's just see if the rectifier's working. And if it is, at least this cap down there, we'll get voltage in that. But I'm not convinced, I'm not too sure we're going to get any voltage through that. If that's infinite resistance, well, nothing's going to get through. So, alright, let's turn the variac on and let's give it some power. And current limiter's not glowing, that's good. So, take it up to 150 volts and see what we get. It's kicking in. Well, that's really good, yeah. I'm at 257, that's a fair bit. But if I'm right, this cap will be getting nothing and it should be earthed. The negative side of it anyway. So again, a bit more power. yeah, I'm at 100 and, oh, here we go. I'm at 200 volts mains, and we've got 0.4 of a volt, half a volt. Nah, that's not going to work. Alright, I'll check around for a choke if I've got one. If not, I'm going to have to source a, like a 10 watt resistor. And I reckon at about 500 ohms or 550, maybe 600 ohm, something like that. And if I have to put that in, then I'm going to pretty much double the value of these two caps. So what's that one? That's an 8 and that's a 16, so I'll make that one 16 down the bottom and make the 8, oh sorry, make the 16 to 24, I think. I think that's the safest thing to do, and that's what I was advised by Ken from Ken's Lab. That's what he normally does. And I did read, I talked to him about it, and I mentioned that I'd read some threads from the UK, and guys there were talking about when they replace their choke with the resistor, that they change the value of the filter caps to about 100 microfarad, and that's probably a bit too much capacitance. So I think I agree with Ken, doubling them would be a much safer option, and it should smooth it out enough without a choke. But we will see. But I've got to fix that up before we even attempt to get this thing going, because that's not being fed. So I'll look around, see what we've got. Right, as I suspected, no choke in stock. Never mind. But I found a couple of 250 ohm resistors at 5 watts, and these buzz out very close to 250 each. So put them in series. It's 500 ohm, and again, it's an assumption on my part. It's probably a 550 ohm, but a 500 will do. But at least it'll allow voltage to go through and charge that cap up. So I'll take him out and mount these and solder them up, and then we'll give it another go. Well, I've got the resistor in, or resistors, so it's about 500 ohms, which is going to be good enough in place of the choke. So let's give this a test, and we should see some decent voltage now on that second filter cap. Power it up. Pardon me. Hitting the camera as I lean over. Alright, let's give it some juice, see what happens. So far, nothing. Not getting anything. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm at 180 volts. And that's not good. Half a volt. No. No, something strange going on here. Let's go to the main cap where I know that we had over 200 volts on there. So, all right, power. Just going to take it straight to 200 volts of mains. Not looking real good here. How long is this going to take? 21 volts, 22. Oh, that's bullshit. No. What's happened? Well, no, I've tested. I was going to say, I mean, all I did was pull out the choke and put in a couple of resistors, and I think you can just see it. So put my probes on the positive terminals of both filter caps, and we should see around about 500 ohms. There it is. Yes, so that's fine. There's no shorts. I think all I can put it down to is the rectifier valve, that 5Z4. So I'm going to pull it out and swap it. Maybe I've got another 5Z4. I don't know, find out. Okay, I've got a 5Z4. How about that? Glass from Russia. It's written in acrylic. But the pins are all okay, so we'll chuck that in. Or is it there? Don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, in you go. And just put a screwdriver on the transformer seat in case it doesn't tip over. Alright, let's try this again. And here we go. And I'm at 200 volts. Well, that's looking a hell of a lot better. Well, it was. Shit, have I got another dud valve? What's going on? I'm at 200 volts. I should be getting a hell of a lot more than that. The radio's not going to work with that sort of low voltage. No. Unless it's a bad valve. I'm thinking anything could be happening. I'm thinking power transformer. Let's see. Just make sure we're getting HD coming through. So I'll bring it up to, well, that's plenty of voltage. 300 odd volts at 200 volts at main, so no, that's good. I'm assuming, might as well check 5 volts as well. Anything can happen, I suppose. That's alright. Well, yeah, should be enough. I'm going to try 5x3. As I said, the pinouts are the same. I did do a bit of checking, and 5x3 is a directly heated cathode, while the 5Z4 is indirectly heated. But the specs are really similar. I'll just try and get that out and get a 5x3 in there. 5x3 is in there. So let's see what we get now. I'm at 200 volts. I've still got 24 volts, so it's not the valve. It's about the same as the replacement 5Z4, so I've got an issue. And I'm thinking, filter caps. So I'm going to change out that the main one there, the 8 microfarad, and we'll, as I said, because I haven't got a choke, I'm going to up that to 16. I'll double it, and we'll run a test then, and see if we get some joy out of this. Alright, so we've got the first replacement cap in, and figured, well, let's just run a test. Let's see if we get some improvement. I'm hoping. No, not really. That's really, really strange. I'm not sure what's going on. Haven't dropped the case or anything. Okay, something's askew. I'll swap out that. I mean, oh God. I'm just thinking, might as well just have a look and monitor the voltage on that second cap. And it should be, I don't know, probably, what, 10, 16 volts maybe? Not even that. And that's at running at 200 volts at mains. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's not the rectifier because itself. We tried two different valves and got the same amount of voltage out of both of them. So I'm not sure, but I'll change that one and we'll give it another go. And if that's not the problem, geez, I'm gonna have to have a good think. Well, there's a second cap in, 24 microfarad, and let's see if this has fixed it. Here we go. Come on. Shit. 20 volts. I'll bring it up to 240. And there's no short in the system. I've only got 31 volts. Okay. I don't know. At this point, I have no idea. I've been having a think, and either something's sucking the power, the voltage out of it, or powertrain's not performing. But you know, given that it's, you know, the voltage it's producing, it should be more than enough. And those two, they're fine, you know, I mean 500 ohms, geez. So the only thing I can think of is this, which I thought, I read it, it's you know, what we use as a cathode bypass. But the positive end of it is connected to the centre tap, the negative end of it is connected to the centre tap, and the positive is connected to the chassis. So, and of course that's where the negative of the main filter cap is connected to as well, to the centre tap. So I'm going to replace that, and that could be the culprit. Anyway, let's find out. Okay, there's that, I'm just going to call it a cathode bypass. It's not in this case, but anyway, it's in, and we'll monitor there. And let's turn the power, better turn this on. Okay, let's see if this does anything. Do we get an improvement? Or is it just going to be the same old stuff? Wait for it to kick in. Here we go. Come on, come on. Yeah, doesn't look like it, does it? I checked out that original 5Z4 valve and on my tester, and it tests great. It's about 80%. So nothing wrong with that, and I'll put that back in. But I'm only getting, yeah, what have we got here? 12 volts. While we're at it, let's just do a quick monitor of the other cap. Try and get my hands away. What have we got? 1.3 volts. Let's look at the HT. That's 367 volts there. 5 volts. What's that give me? 3.8. So it's 1.2, well, 3.9. So it's 1.2 volts less. That shouldn't make such a difference. Strange, really strange. And I'm at 200 volts of mains power. I'm not sure. I'm going to just do a bit of checking around. Like I said, it's at this point I'm thinking, I don't know, power transformer, or just a component that's causing some sort of damn blockage. Look, you know, I might even take them out of circuit and put in another resistor. Say, I don't know, I think I've got a 10 watter at 470 ohms. I might try that too. But I'm going to check some components and I'll come back and report. I'm not entirely sure, but certainly I've got a couple of issues here. I've got two 1 meg resistors, and you can see, let's measure them. 1.6 meg, that's strange, because earlier it measured up at about 2.5 meg or 3, and this one above it, oh well, okay, that's, what's going on here? 1.8 meg. I had a reading of about 5 meg, and now it's down to 1.8, 1.9. Oh, sorry, you can't see. There you go. They're connected from the center tap, which goes to this 100 ohm resistor through another 100 ohm resistor to earth, and it also connects up to that 1 meg cap there. So I'm going to swap that out. I'm going to try all these components first before I muck around with the power transformer if I have to. So I'll swap them out, we'll see what that does. Well, I changed that 1 meg resistor and I gave it a power test. I didn't expect it to make any difference, and it didn't. So I've gone down to the replacement for the choke, and I've taken them out of circuit, and I've got myself 470 ohm ceramic at 10 watts. So let's give it a test. They measure okay, but they could be breaking down under load. Who knows? They're old as. So, a bit of power. Just bring it up. Shit, it works. There was a problem. No, yeah, no, what? Radio's alive? Certainly alive. No stations. Let's get an antenna onto it. I don't know what you're seeing there at the moment, but sorry, I'm all over the place with this thing. Ouch! Man, I got a shock. That'll teach me. And what I did, went to grab that knob, and I must have touched that there, and luckily it only shocked my hand, but boy. I think that's volume. Just got a hum. All right. Heard something. All right. I'll turn it off for now. Well, shit. What I'm gonna do is so get rid of them, throw them in the bin, and mount that there permanently. Then we'll come back and we'll get this thing going, because I did hear something. something came through, and it was a voice, so we've got to get it back. Okay, back shortly. Okay, here we are at the moment. As I mentioned, I had that 470 ohm resistor just to provide the resistance between the two filter caps, and I'm just turning the unit on now, and there's just way too much hum. And just wait for it to warm up. Not a lot, but way too much for my liking. So what I did, I went scrounging around and I actually found something. So 765 ohm choke, which I call it, given there's only two wires in and out. So this should be a lot better, if not perfect. Power it on. I'm just always monitoring that voltage. So far so good. Look at that, quiet as a mouse. No hum at all. So I'm going to mount that little bugger there, and it's going to have to go on the top, but luckily there's enough room up there, so I'll put that in place. In fact, yeah, no, I'll leave it at 765 ohms, so it's gone a bit high, you know, and I don't have the schematic for it, but the secondary cap is running at 180, and it's going up. I wonder how far it'll go. Oh, we've still got nothing station-wise anyway, so... but it's alive. You can hear that clicking through the speaker when I change from the select switch. So it's good. Oh, it looks like it's okay. 196, and you probably can't see it, but there it is. So the main cap is, what's that at, 200? 233, probably a bit too much. But, I'll think about putting the original 8 microfarad in there. Don't know if that's going to make any difference or not. But anyway, I'm getting there slowly. So, yeah, get that choke in, and then we'll take it from there. Well, I've got that choke in, and lots of room there for it. I moved the terminal strip for the pickup up there. It makes it a lot easier to solder in the wires. So let's get this thing back up on its side. And what have we got here? What have we got? And there's our wiring. Just the that cap and little red wire down the bottom there. So let's turn it on, and I don't expect to get any stations as yet, but hopefully the choke works. And I should really be monitoring the voltage, but never mind. So that's good. Which is broadcast? Let me see. There's broadcast there. Sorry. That's our pickup. So that's broadcast. And we've got absolutely nothing. Volume's up full. Let's have a look. Okay, get a bit of noise if I touch the mixer valve. And the IF amplifier, that, what is it, 32 something? Dirty socket maybe, as I'm just tooling around. I'll take both those out and clean up the sockets with some, alcohol, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, I'll go those sockets a squirt, and we'll just power it up again. And here we go. Probably should connect the antenna. Get a little bit of static. And that's just me touching the mixer. I wonder if there's something wrong with that. Tell you what, I'm going to, I'm not sure, but I've got this feeling about the mixer. I'm going to just swap it out with another one, 6A8, so I've got a few of them lying around, and we'll see what happens. Okay, swap that valve out, just waiting for it to warm up again. Might as well watch the voltage go up. Nothing. Oh, what's that?
Information they have,
Shit.
based on the intelligence they have, and based
It works.
on, the exchange of information they have with other countries, with friends and allies.
Yeah, indeed. Dr. Pradeep Taneja there. So is there anything that we should particularly
Not
be
bad.
worried about, or indeed that Penny Wong herself, do you think, might address in her speech today about China, Russia, maybe?
Whoa.
I think China, Russia,
Whoa. Gee, I expected some white noise between stations, but there was nothing. I thought it was dead. Maybe it was working all along before. I don't know. Well, that seems to be the problem. 6A8. I did test it, and it tested okay. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. The valve still might not work. I'm going to just put the old one back in and run a test and see if it does pick up the station. So yeah, put the original back in. Let's just warm it up, and didn't touch the tuning gang, so it'll be on station still. And no, we got nothing. Definitely a dud valve. Okay, well that's good, problem solved. Whew. I did check the IF cans, and they were okay, and also the coils, antenna and oscillator, and again no open circuits that I could see. So it was either the valves or one of the caps, maybe, who knows, even the what I call the grid resistor up on the mixer valve. If that's gone high, stations won't come through. But no, gee, lucked out again. Hey, not bad. Just change the valve and it works. All right, I'm going to get rid of all those waxies, and we'll come back and hopefully the sound will have improved a hell of a lot. Okay, all the recapping has been done. As you can see, it's pretty sparse in there. There's really not much to this radio at all, especially something from 1948. I would have thought they'd have a lot more components in there. But anyway, just switch it on and run our test. Final test, I hope. And I have been testing it just on and off, just as long as the station comes in. That's good enough for me during testing.
Well, even if the healthcare goes through an employer, through the government, start getting rid of all these overseas countries that run.
Not very loud at all.
Government doesn't run the country, and start putting things back into our hands.
Okay.
Alan, it's a very interesting one there, and
Turn that off. let me see. It could be the IF cans. However, something's just niggling at me, and that's that second IF, the IF amplifier demodulator. I'm going to swap that out, and I think I should have another one, and it's just something in the back of my mind that's telling me I should look at that first. So I'll grab another one, we'll pop it in. Alright, so found one. Looks brand spanking new actually. So just put that in. I always like to go with the easiest option first, and then work on through the harder ones. So power's on, warm up. Now what? That should be working by now. Oh shit. Have I got a dud valve? Oh, probably. Not even I could have so much bad luck where you just change a valve and something else breaks down. I've got one more of these, and alright, I can't even test it, but that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Alright, I'll go get the other one. I'm back, and yeah, got another one. Again, it's in better condition than the dud there. Oh, what I assume to be a dud. Alright. Right. Now let's give it some power, and now it better bloody work.
From today, many people very concerned about whether able to get healthcare and the things they're having to in terms of being able to stretch out and see a doctor. I know you've been reaching out and getting people to talk to you, individual patients.
I'll let that run for a bit. So there's the original, and it's just weak. I'll keep it. I don't have any more, so for testing purposes that's fine. So I'll have to source some more of these, and anyway, that's great, really good. Alright, next on the agenda is I'll do an alignment on it off camera. I mean, you've seen that before. I've got to restring the dial, and I'm thinking, because you can't get to the dial drum because the faceplate's in the way, so I'm going to look to see how hard that is to take off, and if it's easy, I'm going to take it off and we'll restring it. Well, the faceplate was easy to get off, 2 little screws on either end, and the nuts for the pots were holding it in. So yeah, just sitting there. Anyway, there it is. Really simple little restringing job, but it took about 20 minutes to do. The way that they've designed the shaft, there's a little bar underneath it, so you've got threading the cord through. But anyway, that's all working again. So I will put this back up, and we'll see. I haven't got really much more to do. Back soon. Well, there it is, all done.
And the narratives that they've been
and
believing in.
Working.
That was definitely something that was
short back and sides into the
quite well.
Double bass. People started inviting
Not
me.
bad.
do this exact kind of thinking
And
through
I could
space,
even get
thinking through location.
my favourite station, barely. There it is. And I don't want those copyright Nazis on YouTube to get me, so we won't play Elton John. But anyway, I'll switch it off, and all done. I found it interesting, found it good. I thought it was going to be some problems, but there were, but they weren't insurmountable. It was really, apart from the choke, and thankfully I found one. I'm sure I haven't got any more now. Just 2 dud one dud mixer valve, and just a weak IF amplifier valve, the EBF 5. Yeah. So new power cords in, and a new cord to power up the turntable as well. So I'll wrap this video up. The Aristone chassis is working again, and I'll come back and we'll do part 2 and we'll look at that turntable and hopefully we can get that going. So see you soon. Take care everyone. Have fun. Bye.